Rishi Bhardwaj comes to the middle, a man that's made the switch from the Atlantic Conference now to the Pacific, and he's had a good season with the bat in hand. 222 runs in the games he's played this year. 15 matches.
Silicon Valley Strikers, they don't change up the bowling lineup much as this is pushed into the leg side, and he seems to be coming out with the plan here. He wants to keep it away from Rishi Bhardwaj, not let anything get in the arc. It'll be interesting to see how he changes the ploy though. Well, that sweep comes out. Carlos will catch it, but it's away from the fielder. It's a good shot that from Rishi Bhardwaj, and there's going to be another boundary for the Seattle Thunderbolts. Just picking up on the line early. Gets it all the way over the top.
Well, this looked like it could have been a chance when it first came off the bat, but Dev Tadani, the youngster out there, took a really poor angle to the ball, it's got to be said, and he kind of came in a little bit before realizing he really had to be hugging the rope. You can see that replay angle much better. He came in, his initial step was in rather than circling around the rope, and if he had stayed circling around the rope, he would have been able to at least get a hand to it and keep it from going over the rope. Instead, it's 6 runs.
2022 Toyota Minor League Cricket Championship presented by Sunoco. As this one is going to be cut away and is going to be cut through the infield, and finally a boundary, a relief from the pressure for the Seattle Thunderbolts, and it's off the bat of Rishi Bhardwaj.
Well, and sooner or later they're going to need to target some of these bowlers here in the middle overs, because you don't want to be pressing when you get the likes of Netravalkar and Kulvinder Singh out there, because they will make you pay for it. Gorgeous cut shot there, run down to a very wide position at backward point.
Yeah, just a little bit of width on offer, and that's all the invitation Rishi Bhardwaj needed.
Off screen.
Helps it along its way. That is innovation at its best, and it goes all the way for a maximum from Rishi Bhardwaj. Now coming into his own. This is the phase of the innings where they've got to attack.
Yeah, great shot. Interesting ploy by Fidel Edwards, going with an off-cutter first ball. But getting onto his back knee and flicking this over fine leg was a great shot. Just what the Seattle Thunderbolts needed at an important stage of the game. Using all the pace, even though there was a lack of it, helping the ball over Narsin Deonarine at short fine leg, flicking it over for a maximum over the white picket fence.
Goes down the leg side again. More runs for Bhardwaj. This is not a good over so far from Fidel Edwards, and the Thunderbolts are making full use.
Yeah, again, rolling his fingers over it. Pressure by Rishi in the first ball of the over. Again, flicking that up to the right this time of Narsin Deonarine. Getting another boundary. I was expecting Fidel to go hard length, full pace, but with the field that he set, he's scared of Rishi going over the mid-off region with the field change that you did mention, Nikhil. But valuable runs for the Seattle Thunderbolts, taking them over that 7 runs and over at the moment. Really interesting.
Has he got it? Has he got it? You bet he has. Off the middle. Thanks very much, Rishi Bhardwaj. What an innings this is turning out to be. Scintillating striking.
Great shot, holding his composure, not trying to overhit the ball, letting it drop kick into the middle of his bat. You can just flick it over wide, long on for a great 6. And the TCL boys are starting to look for that ball. But that's a great shot by an experienced Rishi Bhardwaj. Beating the wide, long on. Again, looked like an off-cutter by Fidel Edwards. But a great shot, and just what the Thunderbolts required in this moment of time.
Oh, you just wonder, was Fidel Edwards to close out the innings well? Full again. And again, it's going to be more runs. This is scintillating from Rishi Bhardwaj. And it brings up his 50 in style. What a half century from the man for Seattle. He came in at a time where his team needed him to build something with Andrews House. And even after the dismissal, he's done extremely well to take on the mantle of the scoring.
Yeah, RB10, as you can see at the back of his shirt. Great innings for the Seattle Thunderbolts. Exactly what is required. And I looked over to the dugout of the Seattle Thunderbolts. Everyone jumped up, hands in the air, clapping and applauding. A fantastic innings by an experienced batsman, and that just shows the unity within the team. Again, missed his length as the experienced Singh, and a great shot just flicking it down to fine leg for yet another boundary.
But today it's been all about the seam of Netravalkar, Fidel Edwards. Top edge over the keeper's head, and fortune favors the brave. Rishi Bhardwaj, he'll take them any way he can get them at this stage.
That's what happens if you face a majority of the balls. Good aggressive shot that by Rishi Bhardwaj is getting it over the wicketkeeper's head. He's allowed to call himself a 360-degree player now. Is that Nikhil?
Well, just able to get that over.
And get them close to the 160 mark.
Goes Yorker again, but he's picked it up so well, Rishi Bhardwaj. He just gets back, sits back, and waits on it. And when he gets back on ball, boy, does it go travel to the boundary. 150 comes up.
Yeah, great shot. Low full toss. For years and years, it says it's the most underrated delivery, but batsmen are now trying to flick that low full toss to different areas of the ground that put bowlers really massive pressure and making them
the delivery of the innings. Pace off again. Kulvinder Singh should cut it off. Does well, keeps it to just 2, but from a position of 73 for 4 after 10 overs, the Seattle Thunderbolts will take this 155 in the 20. They've really done well thanks to Rishi Bhardwaj, what he's been able to do. Come in, build up some partnerships first with Andres House, then with Shadi van Schalkwyk to get his team past 150. It's a quality innings from the man who's made the move from the Atlantic Conference at a time where his team has desperately needed it.
Yeah, great little innings that by Rishi Bhardwaj. Again, man, loads of experience, has played a lot of cricket in his time. Just showing the experience that he needed to go on to get the team to a challenging total, in my opinion. 155 in a playoff game, that does seem kind of steep.